expand that. All right. So this time we'll go the other way around. We'll go from the derivative to the original. So i.e. we're solving, if you want to use that word again. We're solving this time. Let's do it. A little bit trickier. As I said to you guys, if they want to make it a state ranking question, then they'll ignore the IIIs or whatever. Unlikely, because then the only people that are going to really get them out are the Extension 2 students, but it's completely allowed, so don't think it's not allowed. It is allowed, it's unlikely, that's why it becomes a state rank. If it's going to be a normal question, so just even a band 6 question, then it would be IIII.
How's it going, Steve?
Good. All right, give me a sec. Let's put your ones. I was waiting for the computer to start and I forgot. Year 12 exams. That's two. Yep, very good. Should be a lot more comfortable this one. How many copies? How many do you think?
2, 3. 3 for now. I'm guessing Lawson.
I'll just do 5.
Yeah.
Just.
Cheers.
You're welcome. All right. Let's do this. dp on dt. What was the logic with this? Okay, yeah, go. So what's the logic when we're trying to integrate? Obviously, what was the thing you just did with the very first question that we just did? Yeah, p's on one side, t's on the other side. You got to keep that in mind. All I'm trying to say is don't integrate straight away. That's what you got to remember. So p's on one side, t's on the other side. So dp on p over 3 bracket 1 minus p over 3000 equals dt, and then we integrate it, and we integrate. Step 1. Step 2, integrate the dt, which is nice and easy. And then you're stuck with the left-hand side. State ranking, they'll leave it like this. The standard questions for this topic, they'll actually, part I will say, write this one, as the one we're about to do, right? Obviously, I haven't given it to you, so we're going to learn the partial fractions way of doing it. It was like this. So on the side, so you would stop. On the side, you would write 1 over p over 3, bracket 1 minus p over 3000. Needs to be written as a over p over 3 plus b over 1 minus p over 3000. Right, not yet? Then we equate numerators. To equate numerators, it looks like this. So maybe I'll just put a little star there to say don't continue from there. You write this on the side. And actually, this is my working out, by the way, in my exam. So on my left-hand side, I'll have the things in black. And then on the right-hand side, I'll start working out my partial fractions. Just letting you know. This is exactly, everything I've ever shown you is the way I would write it in my exam. Whatever I've done. But okay, 1 equals a bracket 1 minus p over 3000 plus b bracket p over 3.
Can I do that sound opposite?
All good with that? Everyone's happy with that? What I've done? Common denominators, and then you write whatever you're left with in the numerator. Then you say let, go back to green, let p equal to, what's the first choice? 3000. All right, it could work. Why not? That wouldn't have been my first choice, but absolutely, that would be my second choice. But it doesn't matter. Who cares? 3. No, 3 definitely not. You want to make the a or the b become 0. So if you said 3, the b component would have just been 1. Let's say 3 over 3. You get me? All right. So p equals to 3000. 1 equals 3000 over 3000 is 1. 1 take away 1 is 0. You eliminated a. And that's what we wanted. So you're left with 3000 on 3 B. That's 1,000. So B equals to 1 over 1K. 1 over 1,000. And I'll show you when you'll realize if you've done it right. I'll show you in a sec. Okay, then what's the next let? P equals 0. That means you've just eliminated B. 1 take away 0 is 1. So therefore A would equal to 1. Most of the time it does. So A is usually going to be 1 for logistic curves. B is usually going to be a fraction for logistic curves. Usually, as you do like 3, 4, 5 of them, you realize, oh, what the hell? It's kind of the same thing. Then we stop and we go back to my green asterisk, right? We go back here and we write it as A over P over 3 plus B. And I like the way Stefan wrote it last week, and I think it's just a bit cleaner rather than having a fraction over a fraction here. So I'm going to write it like this. 1 over 1,000 is B over 1 minus P over 3,000. Otherwise, if you didn't want to write it like that for any reason, I'm just going to draw a quick line in the middle so we don't get ourselves confused between the two sections. If we didn't like to write it like that, you would have had to have 1 on the top over 1,000 here, and then obviously in brackets 1 minus P over 3,000, which is fine. I just find a lot of students actually get that more correct. I don't know why. I think they just see it better. That the numerator is 1 over 1,000. Okay, all good? We are now going to integrate. You could have done 1 over P over 3 as 3 over P, right? This could have changed to 3 over P, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just letting you know you could have done that. We're just going to jump straight into it. So the answer to this is 3 log P. If you can't do it that fast, then maybe you should change it to 3 over P. We're okay with that? Plus, that's why I left it as 1 over 1,000. So 1 over 1,000 log bracket, the bottom, 1 minus P over 3,000 times not the derivative of the inside times the reciprocal of the derivative of the inside. Correct? Now, I'll show you a mistake that students make, and this is where you pick up if you've done it right or wrong. So let's just say we do this mistake. We times it by the derivative of the inside. Fair enough? Okay, what happens? What happens to 1 over 1,000 times 1 over 3,000? Very big number, let's just say. It actually should have been this number. The reason why I need it to be that number, because these two need to be the same so I can combine my logs. Otherwise, I won't be able to combine my logs. So if you make a mistake, straight away you can pick it up. Sounds good? So like if for any reason that wasn't 1 over 1,000 and you wrote 1 over 100, this would have became 30. 30 and 3 would have not matched. You would have like, crap, I did a mistake somewhere. But if it's only a 0, you can go fix it up and just put an extra 0 somewhere. It becomes a 3. It's an easy fix. All right, they need to match. So by accident, I've written that. Whereas what should have happened is it should have been, oops, it should have been the reciprocal of that, which is actually negative 3,000. Yep. Yep, you can take my one. And then equals to the black term still. Please don't forget that. T plus C. All right, scroll it down. Cross out this, that would become negative 3. So I'll take my time. 3 log P. Usually I would not take my time. I would have just simplified them, factorized them straight away, divided them straight away, maybe even divided 3 straight away, whatever. But as we're still learning, do it as slow as you like. As you get faster, do it as fast as you like. We're happy with that? Obviously the 3's matched, so therefore I can combine my logs. So it becomes 3 log bracket P over 1 minus P over 3,000 equals t plus c. Usually at this stage, you're very tempted to find c. That's just what you've been doing for the last maybe 2 terms, 3 terms. Don't find c in this topic. In this topic, don't really go find c. Maybe think of it as I'm finding a. Think Sam would not find c, he would more find a for this topic. Cool? So in this case, I wouldn't do my initial conditions just yet. I'm going to continue. Divide by 3 and exponential it. So if we're all with me at this stage, we should all agree that we would have written this. E to the t over 3 plus c over 3. Are we happy with that? I've divided it by 3 and I've exponentialed it at the same time. Still good? At this stage, I change my plus to a multiplied. You should not have a plus anymore, so we're going to write the next line like this. Equals e to the t over 3 dot e to the c over 3, and then the dot e c3 becomes a e t over 3. Thank you. We'll do a second. Don't get distracted. Just leave it. We're happy with that. Again, you could have left it as EC over 3. It's just not what we do, I guess. Because why? Why would you want to be writing 3 things, E, C, and the fraction sign, and then 3, maybe 4 things, right? Or you could have just changed it to a capital A. That's the logic. Okay, at this stage, we don't want to, obviously we're solving for P. We can't have P on the top and the bottom, so we would have multiplied the P over. So next line. Now it's just to algebra. You've done all the calculus that's required. So P equals AE T over 3 bracket 1 minus P on 3000. Yes? I'll bring the P to the left-hand side. So then that will look like this now. P, can we bring it to the left-hand side and factorize at the same time? Or just saving it a line? No? It's either you can see it or you can't see it. Someone's saying yes, others are like, I'm not too sure, so I think we might leave it. P plus AE T over 3 P, it just saves you writing this, right? Remember, every step you're taking writing this is valuable seconds that you won't get back ever in your exam. So you just got to be really, really smart. As you practice, just be really smart with your working out. Factorize your P out now. Again, would you waste a line for just factorizing, or would you have factorized and divided at the same time? That's a decision you've got to take. I can't keep taking these decisions for you, but I will do it slowly for today. One more time. Here we go. Equals this thing and divide. So P equals AE T over 3 on 1 plus AE T over 3 on, we're super close, but logistic curves are meant to be negative T over 3, not positive T over 3. So what was the very last step that we did? Not times, actually. I divided the top. I divided exactly what's in the numerator. So I'm going to divide everything by AE T over 3. Which is, again, completely legal as long as you're doing it to everything. You're doing it to everything, mathematically allowed. So the answer becomes 1 over, Well, 1 over AE t over 3 is going to give me 1 over A and then E negative t over 3 plus 1 over 3,000. 1 over A E negative t over 3 plus 1 over 3,000. We're comfortable with that? And we are actually done. So what did we want to find? We wanted to find P equals 21,000 over 7 plus 3E negative T. P equals 21,000. I'll tell you what the difference is in a second, so just relax. 7 plus 3E, 7 plus 3E negative T over 3. What's the only difference between the two of what we wanted compared to what I have? Yeah, the fact that we don't have any initial conditions. I didn't give you anything. So without knowing any initial conditions, that's all you can get to. You can't actually get to the final line, which was this. But I would have said to you, hypothetically, the population is 500 initially, so that means t equals 0. Then you would have gone and subbed in t equals 0 into there, eventually found A. Once you subbed in A, you would have ended up with this result, 21,000 over 7 plus 3E. Is that fine? Good. So I'll leave that, just so you guys know, we don't have the initial condition, but that's when I would sub it in. Okay, so instead of finding C, you're not finding C, you're finding capital A. Same thing. Okay. All right. I'll stop the recording there. Do you guys want to do one by yourselves?